The content of this channel is not appropriate for children. Thank you, and please enjoy. Hello everyone, my name is Ian, the part-time Dungeon Master, and this is what I'm doing instead of Dungeon Mastering. Welcome back to The Wolf Among Us. This is probably going to be the finale. I'm not going to lie, I actually got about 10 minutes ahead into this when I realized that I didn't hit record, so I'm going back to exactly where I left off last time. And I'm going back through, so I know a little bit what's coming. But after about like that 10-minute mark, like I said, I have no idea what comes next. I do know that the next chapter is called Cry Wolf, and that it is the final chapter, but I only know that because a friend of mine told me that. So I can't wait to see how that plays out. I've also been really worried about, like, maybe the whole power thing of, like, essentially becoming the acting head of Fabletown. Snow White's going to become like a bit power hungry, maybe accidentally force people into harsh situations because she wants to do everything so perfectly, because she kind of strikes me as a perfectionist, and she like unintentionally drives people away. I do know that Narissa told us to watch our friends closely and be careful about them, and that Beauty and Beast did it to themselves, getting themselves into this situation because they were too prideful and arrogant. But at the same time, it's the Crooked Man's fault still, because they went to Crane, or more specifically they went to Snow, and Crane told Snow to turn them away. So they went to the Crooked Man, but Crane owned the Crooked Man. This is what I'm going to do. After this is done, after this finale, if this is the finale like I think it is, I'm going to do a synopsis of the whole game, to where like I essentially go back through and talk about the game as a whole, and how I rate the game and everything that I figured out, and what I thought about it. But that's if Chapter 5 is the final chapter, which I think it is. But yeah, been enjoying this game so far, so let's get going. The Gothic Bridge, Central Park, 94th Street. I can't talk. I'm sorry about that. The reason why I can't talk is it's actually late at night. This isn't my normal recording day. I had some issues on my normal recording day. I guess open. I'm pretty sure that's not normal. Was that a lost cat? Oh, W. Let's get running. Huh. Now we're thinking with portals. It's Tiny
Tim. What the hell are you doing here?
Good evening, Sheriff. I'm here to take you to the boss. Thanks, by the way, for leaving off Tiny.
Oh, I'm going to go with the same choices I did when I first was playing through this.
I have to admit,
I feel like
when they asked me to watch the door, I wasn't sure what to expect when you came through that portal. I know you weren't here on a social call, so thanks for not giving me a hard time.
Hold on. You've just been waiting for me to show up? You knew I was coming?
That's what they told me. I don't know, they said you made it pretty clear. I'm supposed to bring you right on in, so if you'll come this way. Look, this is the one thing I have to do. Please don't make this hard on me. I don't want to get in trouble. Will you just follow me?
Fine, lead on.
Thanks for understanding. This is all I'm here to do, and I don't want to mess it up. I know I'm probably the last person you'd expect to be a guard, or an escort for that matter. I was a little surprised myself when they asked me to do it. I thought it was a joke, actually.
You shouldn't be here, Tim. This place is dangerous, especially for someone like you.
It's not like that. Whatever you may think of him, he doesn't treat me like some broken little kid. I think he gets what it's like. He gave me a job, and I'm lucky to have it. This is the only option I've got. Just keep that in mind, maybe? Because if you and the boss go up against each other, the rest of Fabletown is gonna get caught in the middle. And if you're here, it can't be good. So I hope you two can come to an understanding.
I understand the position you're in, but you don't have to do this. There are other things you could do.
So it's just that easy.
Maybe not, but you don't want to be a part of this.
A lot of us depend on him. Some of us never get to the front of the line at the business office. But he's there.
You don't get there
We
because
need
of
you,
Crane.
But we need him too. What we don't need is a war. Hey, Sheriff, hold up. I gotta go in with you. Can't you just wait up, Sheriff?
I waited for him.
Thanks.
Oh.
Am I some kind of a fucking joke to you? What did I tell you, eh? Stop laughing at me.
Oh, yeah? Mate, I ain't scared of you. It's
Go
the
ahead.
wolf I
You got a
got
job to
problem.
do.
You need him?
Sheriff Wolf, sir.
So last time I got to here, the way it sounded like the Jersey Devil was picking a fight with
Thank
Georgie,
you, Tim.
and that Georgie was the
I
one
know
who
the
said,
sheriff
"Don't laugh
isn't
at me."
the
And I remember
accommodating
TJ
sort,
saying
but you
that
handled it.
he was.
You did
hear
well.
someone saying, "Don't laugh
You
at
can
me."
go now.
Thank you, sir.
You see, everyone in Fabletown has a role to fill. You just have to pay attention to what they need to help them find it. Why don't you have a seat, Sheriff? We have a great deal to discuss.
Let's talk. Was it? Because this is about when I realized I had
got
not
me
been
here.
recording.
Let's talk.
So from this spot on, from this spot on, I have no idea what it is. Because this is right when I realized I hadn't been recording, and that should be the episode of chapter 4. Yep.
I've heard stories about you. In the old days, how you picked off those men one by one. Oh, how they screamed. The wolf is coming. And they would wait, hiding anywhere they could squeeze their pathetic, shivering corpses. Some would just drop to their knees where they stood, close their eyes, and wait for death. And you'd give it to them. I wish I could have seen it. Oh well.
She still unsettles me a little bit. Alright, so, did we send Colin to the farm? 85% said no. We did not send him. Did we attempt to remove a ribbon? Being 63.8 said we did not try. Which crooked operation did you investigate first? 63 went us to the cut above first, which was the butcher. Did you send Toad to the farm? Me and 73% decided not to send him to the farm. How did the Crooked Man respond, or how did we respond to the Crooked Man? 41.8% of us decided to talk with him first. All right. I'm glad to know that I'm not the only one who decided to talk with him first. All right. Content programming, blah, 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 blah. Credits. Now, we should be going to the next one. Start episode 5, Cry Wolf. I'm going to adjust for a second in my chair because I'm sitting on my legs and my feet are falling asleep.
I mean, your eyes and the teeth. You're not really supposed to do that, are you?
Kills Faith. The last time we
Not
saw
if
her.
I can avoid it.
Holly's sister, Lily.
I just don't know what Bigby's doing. If he cares about it. If he even gives a shit.
That's why you can't tell me anything. It's the ribbon, isn't it?
So I wonder, does the
We're destroying the
ribbon
tree.
just automatically kill them?
No!
Or...
We're not burning the tree, Snow.
Hey, you're not really gonna send me to the farm, are you?
I don't know. Snow will come around. She's just... the crane thing hit her hard, and she doesn't really know who her friends are right now.
God.
Oh God,
So
Bigby!
here's the thing I've been thinking about.
This time was no
I'm wondering
joke.
if Bigby,
Eat as many metal
or the Big Bad
shellings as you
Wolf,
see fit,
is
but
like
take just
all
one
of the
more
Big
silver
Bad
round
Wolves
near
into
your
one.
heart. And the only place I'll
Because
be visiting you
we've seen
is
like
the morgue.
the Wolfman thing that he does.
Bigby, wait. When
But
you get the Crooked Man,
is he just the
make
Wolfman?
sure you bring
Is
him
he
back alive.
Also
He
like the
has
Big
to
Bad
stand
Wolf
trial.
from the Three Little Pigs.
Why don't you have a seat,
or
Sheriff? We have a great deal to discuss.
from Little Red Riding Hood, because Colin mentioned something about, if I recall correctly, he mentioned something about Bigby, tearing down his house. So I'm thinking that maybe Bigby is like all of the old wolf tales, not just, Little Red Riding Hood and the Woodsman. He's also, the Big Bad Wolf and the Three Little Pigs. He's also the Wolf Man. I think he's all of them. But I don't have any, like, solid proof as from what I've seen so far to say he is them. Which if he is, then he's like some sort of, like, old god or something. Kind of like my friend Skinner said. Episode 5. Cry Wolf.
You've come a long way. You must be tired.
I have a room full of enemies.
And if my envoys are correct, you haven't had a lot of rest recently. Please, Sheriff, relax for a moment, will you? Do you want a drink? Something to eat? Vivian makes a very nice, it's elegant. Really a carpaccio. It's lobster. Sirloin.
We're not friends, and...
Gramercy me. Take a seat at the very least.
I'm here for one reason, and it's not to eat your fucking food.
Really?
Yeah.
What do you think you're doing?
He's gonna...
Mr. Wolf is our guest, and I have every intention of cooperating. So don't waste the silver. Sit down, Jersey.
I'll fuck your face up again.
Well, Sheriff, for the sake of transparency, why don't you tell us why you're here? It would help settle everyone's nerves, I think.
Well, let's
You
start with the fact
forget
that
what happened at the Pudding and Pie. You and your goons tried to kill me.
I'm truly sorry for that whole debacle. It was not my intention to put you or Miss White in any sort of danger. My wish was merely to take Crane, Sheriff. And as soon as the assignment grew out of control, I put a stop to it. I know that that doesn't change what happened to you, and I can only offer my sincerest apologies.
You
So
didn't
stop
stop it out of the kindness of your heart. You stopped it because Snow White offered up Crane.
That may have appeared to you to be the case, but I assure you, it wasn't. And I hope you believe me when I say, Sheriff, that I sincerely mean to make it up to you. The recent murders that have gotten such attention as of late, I don't relish telling you that they were perpetrated by an employee of mine. It's a very unfortunate bit of business, but I promise you that the matter will be dealt with internally. I just want to settle the issue for you, and to assure you that it's over with. You really don't need to worry yourself further.
Who did it?
An unfortunate bit of business.
It could have been...
You're gonna tell me right now who killed him.
Sheriff, I have complete respect for you and your job.
I don't want to say I know who did it, because I don't,
But I
without
simply
any
can't
evidence.
divulge that information. You really shouldn't worry yourself. As I said, I've got this under control.
No, I'm gonna deal with it right now.
Yeah, right. What do you think this is? Some kind of negotiation?
Shut up, you. I could have killed you. Or your brother.
The man said he'd take care of it. So why don't you take the hint and get out?
Tweedledee, please.
I'm the law here, not you. Now tell me who did it.
You think I'm scared of you? You're nothing more than
That's
a...
enough. I was hoping it wouldn't come to this, but in the interest of preserving our alliance, if you have to know, it was Georgie. However, like I said, I'll be handling the matter if you don't mind.
Georgie.
You got what you wanted, so just...
Sit down. Now.
I think the Crooked Man has a hard time controlling some of his people.
Yeah, I killed him, so what? You should have just kept your nose where it fucking belonged.
Georgie.
Why'd you do it? Why kill them?
Does it matter?
Look, the fact is, George here misinterpreted one of my instructions.
Misinterpreted?
And I want to make things right. So, let's work something out.
What's there to work out? I'm protected, aren't I?
Your protection has limits, and I think you've far exceeded yours. That you could murder someone in cold blood like that.
You fucking asked me to do this.
And then
you told me
attempt to
kill
blame
him.
me for it. You will be silent while we discuss what to do with you.
This is right,
Vivian
bollocks.
knows something. The way she
You're
was
just
looking
gonna
around,
let him do
Vivian
this?
knows something.
So what do you say, Sheriff? Can we discuss terms? You can have Georgie. Consider it a gift, ensuring our continued cooperation.
What the hell?
Take this fucker. Take all of them. I didn't fucking
Don't
start
make
this.
any trouble, Georgie.
Are you seriously throwing me under the fucking carriage after everything I've done for you?
Because I get the feeling
You
Georgie's
can't
about
just
to
hand me
start.
over. What the fuck is this shit? You said you'd cover for us.
For minor infractions, not murder.
Just go with him, Georgie. You're gonna sink us all.
What's wrong with you
Keep
people?
talking, Georgie.
You're really gonna sell him out just like
You
that?
think I give a fuck if I'm the one? Who the shit do you think you fuckers
Just
are?
get the fuck out of here.
I do apologize, Sheriff, but I think it's best if you leave now.
There's no way I'm going with him. Are you kidding me?
Things are about to get unpleasant, and I would rather you weren't here to watch.
You can go join that whore at the bottom of the lake for all I give a shit. But he's not taking me anywhere. I'll roll over on the lot of you before I let that shit happen.
What are you saying? Yeah, what the fuck? You're gonna make sure we all go down this shitter with you? I told you.
I'm waiting.
This could have gone so well.
I guess I was hoping you would say something more.
To speak the truth, I've never been a very good mediator. Why negotiate when you can just decide?
Yep, I knew someone was missing.
Did I miss anything good? Well, look at you, all fixed up.
Oh. Okay. He's still missing a word. You're first, fatty. Q. Out of here.
Take this!
You're done, Wolf.
Come on, we're pretty much done here.
Georgie first. Oh, we're not.
I'd like to say it was nice knowing you, but I'll be glad to see your insides turned out.
Ooh. Ooh, that's bad. Wait. Is Georgie a Fable? Nope.
This way.
Out of my way. Down, boy. Well, I was gonna say we could check on them, but I guess they're preoccupied at the moment.
Ooh, shit!
I know.
I know Fables can take a lot of damage. I mean, the woodsman took his own axe to the head. So now I'm curious. Is he a Fable? Or do not all Fables have the same kind of stupid amount of resistance? Oh damn, Bigby, you strong. Strong. Oh, well, never mind. Oh, hey. Let's go up. 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 I'm pretty sure Wolfman running down the streets of, I'm guessing Brooklyn, or just like any city in general, is probably a big bad thing. Because I can only imagine how many people have seen him now. And my better question is, how did they keep Fables from, like, getting front news coverage? Like, Wolfman seen in New York. I'm pretty sure that would be, like, a very confirmed thing in this day and age. Because, cameras everywhere. Cameras on our phone. Oh, wait, why could I have clicked on...
Fuck! What was that?
For a second, it looked like I could have clicked on the car next... Oh, that was the Crooked Man. Damn it. One more of them.
Take him off!
I can't.
Oh. Ow. Oh, that's probably not good.
Gun it!
Are you sure?
Do it!
He's not moving.
Keep going!
Let's go this way.
Come on.
Right. Fuck it.
What, did you just, like, leave your clothes, like, lying everywhere? It's like, oh, I'm gonna leave the exact set of clothes that I normally wear on top of every rooftop just in case I find, a need for them. Oh, that is a lot of blood.
Holy shit.
That is a lot of blood. I'm thinking, I don't think Georgie is a Fable, or maybe, like, not all Fables can take the amount of damage that some can.
Come on.
Because the Wolfman thing,
Stay here.
like I said, Bigby's eating shotgun shells.
Okay.
Oh.
How did this happen, Georgie? How did it get this?
Don't worry.
It was supposed to end with Faith and Lily, and now the sheriff. Can you stand up? It's okay. Take your time. Slowly.
It's no fucking use. No way I'm walking out of here. Well, it won't be your fault. It'll all land on me in the end.
But it isn't.
No, it's...
Here. It's gonna be okay.
Fuck.
We have to do something. Georgie.
Shush, love. We'll be all right.
I can't believe the Crooked Man just gave you up like that.
Oh, I should have seen it coming. A man's word isn't worth shit around here. You forget that and you're left picking your fucking guts up off the floor.
Oh, there was more. I thought that was the end of it. Still.
Bigby. I hoped you'd come to your senses. Oh, Crooked Man's the one you want. But of course, you're too much of an idiot to see that. Or maybe you just like me too much to let me go. That it, Sheriff? I had to say goodbyes first.
I'm taking you in, Georgie. Let's go.
Come on. Go.
You gonna carry me?
I mean, I
Please,
can.
Sheriff. Haven't you done enough? Look at him. He's dying.
Vivian, you don't know what you're doing.
I'm trying to help you here.
Just leave it alone.
You can't seriously want to protect this guy. You know what he
seriously.
did.
I'm not going anywhere. It isn't his fault.
He's a murderer. Faith and Lily, he's the reason they're dead.
Look, I know he made a few mistakes. We all have.
What?
He made sure they couldn't talk with those damn ribbons, and then he killed them. You're wearing one yourself. Doesn't that bother you even a little, knowing that man murdered...
Of course it does. Those girls
So
are
it's
like...
all my fucking fault then?
I
You
didn't mean-
fucking... Ah! You're gonna throw me to the fucking wolf too? You know I didn't have a goddamn choice. What the fuck? Ugh. I
Wait,
did what
Georgie,
I had to!
Georgie,
You can't fucking blame me for that.
Look, I'm
Sometimes you just have to do what you're told. Then it comes back to bite you in the ass because some good-for-nothing crooked bastard decides you're not worth shit anymore. Ugh.
Why'd you do it then, huh? If it's not your fault, then what the fuck happened?
Look, Faith and the others tried to pull a run on us. And as you can imagine, the Crooked Man wasn't too thrilled. But of course, the big boss didn't want to get his fucking hands dirty. So he told me to take care of it. You think I don't know what that means? Either I do what he says or I'm the one getting dealt with. So I fucking killed him. And I'd do it again. 'Cause it's not my fault. The Crooked Man gave the order. He told me to kill them. And then he fucking sold me out. The both of you can go rot in hell.
Georgie.
You think I'm the one to fucking blame?
That's not what I meant. I was just trying
I know what you were trying to do. You're trying to lay this all on me. You and everyone else.
You're not thinking. Georgie, you know that's not what I meant.
Then what was that? He calls me a murderer and you're gonna fucking take his side? Go ahead and arrest me then. But it won't bring back Lily or Faith. It won't free your friend Narissa. And I'm just the sap taking the fall for the whole thing. It must be so easy being you. Just come in here and blame me for all this shit. Job's done, right? Georgie's the bad guy. It's all his fucking fault.
he's right. I need to take the Crooked Man down too.
But what was I supposed to do? You don't know what it's like, Bigby. How could you know? At the end of the day, you're just like him. Coming here, talking about options. Like it was that simple.
You could have done anything else. You could have let them go. You could have freed Faith and Lily from those fucking ribbons instead of murdering them.
You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. If I freed them... What would you have me do? Kill her?
Georgie, don't.
It was them or Vivian. So you tell me, if freeing Lily meant she had to die. Do you still think I had a fucking choice?
What are you doing?
I told you, you don't know the fuck about anything.
Stop it.
This is the original. The girl with the ribbon. I'm sure you've heard the stories. Couldn't take it off, couldn't talk about it. She used her little purple ribbon to make more of them. To keep our girls quiet. To ensure absolute discretion.
You promised you wouldn't.
All that magic is connected to this little thing. You remove hers, and the spell's broken. They're all free. But you know what happens to her? The same thing that happened to Faith. So don't you come in here and tell me I fucked up.
What the hell, Georgie? We were supposed to look out for each other. I trusted you.
You can't fucking blame me. You're not innocent here either.
I know that. But did it have to be like this? You sold me out.
Welcome to the club, then.
You have to understand, nobody was supposed to die. When we built this place, it was just a stupid idea. A gimmick. Discretion is our guarantee. That's how it started, anyway. This was supposed to be our place. We were gonna be in charge for once, and nobody would try to control us or use us. That was the point.
But then the Crooked Man...
And the Crooked Man showed up, and everything just turned to shit.
So, do you get it now? Why I couldn't just... If you still think it's so fucking simple, then you do it. Go right ahead. Kill her then.
What are you doing?
Break the spell. Save the fucking day.
Stop it.
I told you, sometimes all your options are shit. What the fuck are you supposed to do then?
I'm not playing this game, Georgie. I won't kill her.
Don't talk about me like I'm not even here. Please. You think this is hard for you? My life is such a fucking burden on your conscience. Don't I get a say? It's my life. Like it was either of yours to give up in the first place.
I wasn't really...
You're right. It's your life.
I know what I've done.
Wait.
I'm sick of everyone thinking that they can just do what they want with my life. I thought it would be different here. But it's all the fucking same.
Vivian, I didn't mean...
Do you think I wanted to be this person? What I did to Faith and Lily? To all of them.
Vivian, wait.
Every day I have to look Gwen and Hans in the eye and pretend I don't care. I have to forget what I've done to them. What I took away from them. I look at Nerissa and I hate myself.
Vivian.
I can't pretend anymore.
What are you doing?
Vivian, don't.
Goodbye,
Vivian,
Georgie.
no! Fuck! No, 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 no!
Holy shit.
Why'd you have to do that, Vivian? Vivian!
Just... Jesus.
Vivian, I didn't fucking mean it. I was just... Oh. Oh, fuck!
Get up. Get up!
Don't think so, Bigby. I'm gonna die here. I think we both know that. Just make sure you give the crooked man the same treatment when you find him. Really fuck him up for me, all right? For both of us. You know the bastard deserves it. Make a promise to a dying man.
He's gonna have it worse. Don't worry.
Good. Old foundry by the river, all right? Shepherd Metalworks. He'll be there. Fucking asshole. You want to finish me off now? Or do you plan to kick me around a little first? Rip my limbs off one by one? That's what you want to do, right? Well, whatever it is, just get it over with.
That's not who I am.
Prove it, then. No more games, all right? We both know how this ends. Just make it quick. I know what I did. Let's not draw this out.
Bigby's trying.
What?
Not to be.
You're just gonna leave me here.
You'll have plenty of time to think about what you've done.
Fuck you! Piece of shit.
God damn. So I still need to go after the crooked man. I definitely do. It's his fault. He is behind all of it. He manipulates everyone. Trying to manipulate me. Guessing this is his limo.
Still warm. He's here, all right.
place better than the front door to go in.
Of course.
Oh. Break the lock. What do I think? The Crooked Man, he pretty much gave jobs and money to people, but at the same time he constantly kept them in debt and threatened their lives. We heard the recording that was on Beauty and Beast's answering machine.
So this is where they've been sending these.
Wonder what's in the packages. I don't like how that lit up.
Bigby Wolf. The big bad wolf.
Where is she? It's a coffin? Pinocchio? Hold on. Pinocchio, Flycatcher.
You used to be something.
Wait, those are debts. Those that's not marked. Those are debts. Ichabod Crane, Bluebeard, Beauty, Jack Horner, Mr. Toad, Collateral, Boy Blue, Rose Red, Surveillance, Snow White, King Cole, Bigby. I got 3 files. Bigby Wolf, Research. Can't read that one. Holly. What the hell? Been spying on me forever. So Faith, Nerissa. That's Lily's human form. Snow and Holly. Faith and Bigby. Faith and Nerissa. Faith and Bigby. Just Bigby.
They used to fear you. They'd hide anywhere their small, shivering bodies would fit.
That's the torture wheel. Symbol of the Crooked Man. Is it here in a fountain? Why is there a sledgehammer and bleach? Oh, I know why. Oh. Controls went wonky for a second. There's a workbench. Wait, those silver bullets?
Silver.
The big bad wolf.
Where'd she come from?
It's about time you showed up.
I had to take care of some things first.
Little errand boy. That's nice.
Ah, Bigby. I see you've made it here in one piece. I do apologize, but I have some business to attend to. I leave you in the capable hands of my associate. Come find me when you've finished, dear.
Don't worry. This won't take long.
Get out of my way now. Don't make this worse.
Aw, he doesn't want to play.
Well, maybe because you're crazy.
Him.
Cut this shit out!
Didn't your mother ever teach you manners? Or was she too busy fucking whatever breeze drifted through town? Oh, come on! Is that the best you can do?
God dang it. Bigby, where'd you learn to fight? There we go, that's better. But where'd you go? I didn't see any mirrors. that? It's like 2 of them. This does not seem like an advantageous spot. Oh, god dang it. Coming again. Oh. Yeah. God dang it.
Where are you? Come out and face me!
Wow, you got, like, super ugly. Ow. Oh. Hit the wrong button. Got a pipe to the face. And I got a crazy bitch on my back. Ooh, Wolfman now. That's such a horrible noise. Sounded like crunching glass. What? Clothes? Mirages? Hallucinations? Smoke and mirrors. No, it's magic. It's probably magic, so these are probably real. Yep, these are real. This is not good, Bigby. Clicked on him. There we go. No. No. Q. Come on. I don't. What? Oh. I went full wolf. That's pretty cool. Bite. Happy. No. Gotcha. Out of my way. There's more of them. How many more of them are gonna come? Am I inhaling? I am the big bad wolf from the Three Little Pigs. He is. I was right. He is all of them. He is all of the big bad wolves. Ow! I'm sorry, I was slightly disturbed for a moment by the fact that she had that big of a shard of glass in her head. Bigby sure gets naked a lot. And somehow there's conveniently clothes for him. It's been 0 days without incident. Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure that was an incident.
Hello, Bigby. You look tired.
Give me one good reason not to rip you apart right now.
This gun holds 6 rounds of specially designed silver bullets.
That's a pretty good reason.
I may not be the best shot, but I can guarantee that at least one bolt will meet its mark, and you'll find yourself rolling on the floor in agony, unable to heal yourself. Without Swinehart to save you, you'll die. Is that reason enough for you? Before you do anything with me, I thought I should point out a few things. Snow White wants you to bring me back to the woodlands, doesn't she? And that's what I want.
That's right. But what happens to you once you get there is a different story.
I'm not quite finished. You will bring me back alive. Look, all I ask for is the chance to speak for myself in front of the community. And I'm sure Miss White would agree that I should be given a fair trial. Can we at least agree on that? I will have a trial. Are we clear?
The whole town will be calling for your execution. Why would you want me to bring you back there?
Why don't you let me worry about that? Look, there's no reason for us to be at each other's throats here.
That's funny, coming from a guy.
This guy's like a politician. I don't trust him.
This is just a precaution. I'm sure you understand. I'm no murderer, Mr. Wolf. I didn't kill those women.
No, you just had your goons do it.
That. All I'm asking for is a chance to explain my side of the story.
If you're not a killer, then what are you?
I'm a businessman, not a killer.
There's still a lot you have to answer for.
And I will, as long as you agree to my terms. Because I'm not saying another word until I'm brought before the community. I don't mean to belabor the point, but just so we're clear, if you change your mind and decide to do something stupid, you won't get your answers. But you will have a difficult time explaining yourself to Miss White and the rest of this miserable town. You're often reckless, and I worry you're not thinking of the... Let me ask you an honest question. What do you really care about here? Where this case is concerned, I mean. Do you really want the truth? Or do you just want to look like the hero? Because those are 2 very different things.
This is about justice. I'm the sheriff. I have to do what's right. 2 people were murdered.
And you know who did it.
Yes, at your order, which means the chain goes up.
He's dead, isn't he? My point being, the killer has been dealt with. You've won.
You really think I'm that stupid?
I understand you have an obligation to bring me in, but you can brighten up a little. It's over. So, shall we get going? I'd rather not dawdle. You know, I'm actually looking forward to seeing Miss White again. My previous interactions with her have gone rather well.
All right, let's go. Hand over the gun.
I think I'd rather hold on to it, if you don't mind. What do you say? Hey!
No.
I'm sure Miss White will be pleased.
Should have punched him the first time I had a chance.
Pup. I understand why she'd want to keep you around.
Ooh, that's broken.
You're under arrest. You'll be given a trial in front of your peers. And your punishment will follow.
Wonder.
I know. But we have to do something.
Are you fucking kidding me?
When is this thing happening?
Are we sure he's coming?
Yes, you'll have an opportunity to... He's back.
We would have death to
Crooked
him.
Man.
Thank God.
Motherfucker.
Are you okay? It's been hours. We were worried you'd run into some trouble. At the Crooked Man's place.
Well, he didn't make it easy.
What happened?
It doesn't matter. He's here. We got him.
We can talk
What
about
happened?
it
It was
later.
kind of a
you
trap.
did well, Sheriff. I'm surprised. Not that you did well, but that, you know... I'm just glad you made it back in one piece.
It's about time you showed up. Now throw this asshole down the fucking well.
Yes, what are you waiting for?
You killed Lily!
She was my sister.
Could
What do you have to say for
Where the
yourself?
fuck do you get
Those
off?
poor
You think
girls.
you have the right
And
to
what
just
about
do this
Faith?
to
What could
people?
they have
You're a
done to
fucking
deserve
crook!
This. You should be ashamed.
Shithole.
Everyone, can I have your attention? Thank you all for coming here on such short notice. I know normally we'd schedule a formal hearing, but considering the circumstances, I thought it best if we do this as soon as possible. The Crooked Man is charged with the murder
As
of
I
Faith
already
and...
informed your sheriff, it was Mr. Georgie Porgy who killed those
Wait,
women,
his last name was
not
Porgy?
me.
What? It was Georgie?
Georgie?
I don't mean to interrupt you, Miss White, but I thought it would be unwise to proceed with such faulty information.
Bigby, is that true?
Georgie may have killed him, but you made the call.
Do I have to explain the situation to you again?
Wait a minute. So you're saying Georgie's the motherfucker who killed my sister? Well, where is he?
Yeah, you're gonna bring that shithead in too, aren't you?
Yes, Sheriff. Where is that rotten scoundrel now?
Is he still out there?
I sincerely hope not.
Well, where is he?
Sheriff?
Georgie paid for what he did. In the end, there was a fight, and he bled out from his wounds. It's over.
So he's dead? That's what you're saying?
I can't believe it was him.
So you see, the culprit has been punished. There's no
That
need
doesn't
for this.
change anything. We'll deal
I was
with
about
it
to say.
later, but right now, you're the one I'm concerned with.
You called the shots. Georgie made that perfectly clear.
In which case, you still have a lot to answer for.
I
And
was
I
told
don't...
I would be allowed to speak.
We have to read the rest of the charges.
What other charges?
If you'd wait a moment.
I'm well aware of my rights, Miss White.
Let her finish. Then you can have your say.
Got it?
Toss you down the well if you don't.
If you
shush.
insist.
You are charged with the murder of Faith and Lily,
Wonder what makes
which
those two all so
Georgie
special.
carried out on your order, inciting violence against various members of the Fabletown community, including the attempted murder of Sheriff Bigby Wolf.
Twice.
A misunderstanding.
Aiding and providing monetary support for the forced prostitution at the Pudding and Pie. Additionally, you are charged with multiple counts of fraud, extortion, racketeering, and the illegal possession and sale of magical artifacts. Now, is there anything you would like to say?
First of all, I had nothing to do with Faith and Lily, so you can strike that one from your little record book.
Bullshit! Like hell you didn't.
Stop the charade. We know you're involved.
Come on, it's obvious.
And there's all the other crap he's done.
Everyone just shut up for a minute. You wanted a chance to talk? Well, go ahead.
What?
We all know he's guilty. What the fuck does he need to speak for?
The Crooked Man has committed crimes against this government and, most importantly, its citizens. These charges, if proven, are enough to justify death, upon which your body will be committed to the witching
Where
well.
it fucking belongs.
That's
So
right.
let's get
But
on
we
with it
promised
then.
you a chance to defend yourself, and I won't rob you of that right.
What the
You're
fuck?
really going
This
to
is
let him
about
talk?
justice. If we're ever going to pull ourselves together and make something of this town, we have to start doing things correctly. No more snap judgments, no more secrets. We are going to treat everyone fairly, even when they don't deserve it.
This is ridiculous.
You have the floor.
Thank you, Miss White. You've all met Georgie. I don't have to tell you what kind of person he was. He was a total scoundrel, lacking in any sort of moral fiber. I hired him as a favor to his family, you see. A promise kept
But he
to a
loved
dying
Vivian.
mother.
Oh,
Are you gonna
jeez.
get to your point or what?
Georgie was working for me, yes. But he was not acting on my behalf when he killed those women. It was his business. And for whatever reason, I'm sure only he could understand, he murdered 2 of his most faithful employees. I had nothing to do with it.
Tell the fucking truth for
He's
once.
always been a bit of a powder keg. It was only a matter of time before something like this happened.
Georgie seemed pretty convinced he didn't have a say in the matter.
He clearly misunderstood my intention.
Really?
I would never authorize such an act.
Any of you actually believe this bullshit?
Holly, please.
Tell them, Bigby. When you finally showed up at my door last night, wasn't I more than helpful? I answered your questions. I was willing to cooperate.
What's he talking about?
It was a trap.
You weren't being helpful. You were trying to set me up. Your people tried to kill me.
They get a bit carried away sometimes, it's true. Loyal to the end. They do it
They're
because
loyal,
they want to
why aren't they
protect
here?
me, as I've protected them. You understand wanting to protect what you care about, don't you? You'd do anything. You might even give up an innocent man, just to save someone.
Yeah, right. They don't do it because they want to protect you. You intimidate people, use scare tactics. They're afraid if they don't follow orders, they'll end up dead.
Let me explain this to you. My employees are just that, hired help. I see some of them are here among you. They are not my slaves. They are all free to make their own decisions, as Georgie was.
What about Lily? She wasn't free. She wasn't given a choice. Do you really think she wanted... that any of those girls wanted their lives like that?
I'm sorry, Holly. I'm sorry that your sister asked me for help, and I'm sorry that I decided against my better judgment to give her a distasteful job.
Right, and you kept them in debt so they couldn't leave.
Yeah. That's what you did to us. How you kept us all
You
in
forget
line.
it was not me who put you in that position. You all act like I'm some kind of tyrant. When your government
had Crane in
abandoned
his
you,
pocket.
left you poor and helpless,
So you could have
sniveling on
Crane
street
turn
corners,
away
I
anyone
was there
he
to look
wanted.
out for you.
So that means
Yes, but...
Wasn't I?
Crane was the one who let this town go to the fucking dogs. The guy who was in your pocket, remember?
Really? What about Auntie Greenleaf? Her story is not uncommon. She left everything she had back in the homelands. Everything that matters, anyway. With nowhere else to turn, she came to me for help. And what did I do for you?
You got my tree back.
I got her tree back, and in turn we used her magic to help poor Fables get glamours. Because I helped her, she was able to make a living, provide for herself. And what did they do?
For the longest time, not much, but they asked me to come work for them.
Really? The new deputy mayor wants you on the 13th floor?
No. The wolf offered me the job. She wanted my tree destroyed. If she had her way, I'd be hung out to dry on a clothesline by now.
What?
You were gonna burn her tree? Snow, why would you want that?
Is that true? I know. Snow made a mistake.
I had very good reasons for asking you to do that. She was working with Crane and the Crooked Man.
It wasn't her fault.
You can lie to yourself, but you can't lie to me. You hated Crane, and you hated him for wanting to fuck you, and you being too soft to notice what he'd do to get it. It had nothing to do with the Crooked Man.
We've made some mistakes. I've made some mistakes. But believe me, I truly want what's best for this town. And that may not always be clear right away, but I want you all to know that I care deeply about all of you. And so does the sheriff.
Yeah, right.
I can't promise you perfection. No one can. But I can promise to always have your best interests at heart.
Like you did with her?
Things haven't been great for a while now, but we'll do better at protecting you. From people like him.
The Crooked Man's been exploiting you. Exploiting your hope for a better life. You would go to him for help, and he would take that weakness and add it to his strength. And if things didn't fall exactly his way, someone would die.
Do you really think the Crooked Man cared about you? He just cared about your money. He cares about your obedience.
You're right.
You're all still afraid of him, even now. But you needn't be. His contamination of this town is over, and those girls will have their justice.
Well.
Very good, very good. The sentiment is surely appreciated, Miss White. But it doesn't disguise the fact that these accusations are completely unfounded. The sheriff simply doesn't have a particle of evidence linking me to the...
Georgie was working for you. Bigby got a confession
that nobody heard. Now, I'm no barrister, but I think such a statement would carry more weight if Bigby weren't the only one to whom Georgie spoke. Especially given Bigby's history.
What are you talking about?
Snow?
And what about your history? All you've done to this fucking town?
What do you mean there's no evidence?
Maybe he's... I mean, this doesn't feel right, how we're doing this. I just
Of course it's right. This man tormented all of you, for profit. Georgie
Let
killed
me just
him.
make sure I understand you. You're trying to say that I'm responsible for what Georgie did, because he was working for me at the time, yes?
Yes.
You gave the order.
Of course. Where are you going with this?
If I'm to blame for Georgie's mistakes, shouldn't Miss White be held accountable for Bigby's actions as well?
Like what?
How about the way he treated the poor woodsman when he was in your custody? He was beaten to mashed apples while under your watch.
Under my watch.
Maybe he's right.
Did you think we'd all just let that go?
You can't be serious.
That was different.
That was Bluebeard, not me.
He was a murder suspect.
Besides, Crane was still deputy mayor when that happened. Right before you decided to kidnap him.
It was for his own protection. Oh, you're right, dear. Crane was in charge. Sometimes it's hard to tell the difference.
That's enough.
So, you won't answer for your employees' behavior, but I must perish for
This
mine.
is completely different.
I did not order those two girls dead. It simply never happened. Georgie killed Faith and Lily. End of story. They want to scapegoat me for their own tangled ends, but they refuse to answer for their own crimes.
This isn't right. Oh, please.
This isn't the point.
We'll deal with them after we deal with you.
Listen, I
The
know...
laws apply when we need them to.
Bluebeard, please.
Everyone just shut the fuck up.
I mean, a certain level of privilege should be afforded to...
who?
This is how it's always been.
See, this
Bluebeard.
is exactly to what I'm speaking.
You suck.
We lashed our ropes to this diseased world, and ever since, which one of us has been there for you? Who filled your lives with the promise of more? Who was there while they idly played in their towers, judging you, treating you as mindless children, too stupid to command your own destiny? Without me, who will pay your rent when you're on the verge of eviction? Who will dare challenge their brutality when it leaks to our dear citizens?
I like to point out every fight that
Who
I've gotten in,
protect
someone
you
else
from the
started.
Big bad wolf. Who will be the...
Bigby? Miss White?
Excuse me, dear.
I wanted to make sure I had the chance to say something.
Why don't you take a moment to catch your breath, little
What's
one?
she doing here?
I'd like to... I need to say something.
We're kind of in the middle of something.
Bluebeard.
What?
She has something to say, and we're gonna listen. Go right ahead.
You probably don't remember me. I don't know why I was afraid to come
My
here.
dear, I don't
Just
know
shut up. You enslaved us for years. Let us hear stories about what you do. Told us we would lose everything if we stepped just one toe out of line. And we couldn't say a word about it because of these damn ribbons. But you know what? Now it's my turn to talk.
How are you?
I found Vivian's body. Did you kill her? Did he?
Sheriff, this is highly irregular.
Be quiet.
We need to establish some order here.
Vivian wanted you freed from the ribbons. She took her own life.
I'm sorry, I don't think
Nerissa! My name is Nerissa.
It's okay, my dear. It's going to be just...
He ordered them dead. This fucker. Faith and Lily.
That's a lie.
I was in the goddamn room when he did it. Faith and Lily are dead because of you. The only two people who ever gave a damn about me. And now I can finally say, you're an asshole. And I hope you rot at the bottom of the witching well for what you did.
And this just confirms it.
He made Georgie do it. It was always him. Georgie would have never done anything without his say-so. Ever.
You're going to take the word of a stupid...
At least 5 other girls will back me up on this. We all heard you say it.
Did you now?
Looks like we found our evidence.
She saw it firsthand.
He's guilty.
Good enough for me?
Me too.
So that's it, right?
Calm down the witching well.
No, that's too fucking easy for a crook like that.
What do you mean?
He's gotta pay for what he did.
Listen to yourselves!
Grendel is wanting
from
blood.
one sinking ship to the next. So quick to latch onto whatever will keep your miserable lives afloat. This is how you want to repay all I've done for you?
What, you take 2 people's lives away and now you want mercy?
You know we can't let you go free after this.
You're done talking, crooked man. You had your chance.
Well done, then.
Now, for your sentence.
We don't have to become murderers.
What are you talking about?
He's guilty. I know that, but we don't have to kill anybody. We can imprison him. Lock him up forever. Somewhere he can never hurt anyone again.
How can we be sure he won't escape?
I can help. We'll use magic.
That's
I
not
assure
good
you.
enough.
Maybe
There will
she
be
has a
more
point.
if he isn't
Hasn't
stopped.
there been enough bloodshed
So we get
already?
rid of him.
Dangerous.
Get him out of
We
here.
can
Oh my
send
god, everyone
everyone.
stop talking.
Listen up!
Thank you.
Clearly, we're having trouble agreeing on a suitable punishment. So I think
This is going nowhere.
someone needs to make a decision. Who?
I hope you aren't suggesting yourself.
Why not?
What about a vote?
What do you think this is?
You should have a vote. Make it
I like that
democratic.
vote.
Do you really think
Gren
that's
said
going
the
to work?
vote. So
He's
we're gonna use
right.
a vote.
Nobody can agree on anything.
What about Bigby?
What about him?
He was appointed. He's the only official representative, really. He should be the judge.
That makes sense to me.
I guess it does.
Okay.
Fine.
Are you sure? This isn't how
It's what the people want, Miss White.
Okay, Mr.
Shut up,
Wolf,
Beard.
it's your call.
Snow.
Just do what you think is right.
Yes, Sheriff. Do what you think is right.
Teach him a fucking lesson.
No.
He has to
We
die.
can lock him
Just
away.
fucking get rid of him.
Not this way.
Oh, I didn't get to choose. Nope. No, 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 no.
There you are. I hope you all remember this moment. Think of me when you try to sleep.
Finish it, Sheriff.
Please, we can still.
End it already.
You know, just between us, I was gonna let you live. But now...
You're going to miss me.
No.
No, I won't.
Fabletown, remember that.
For Lily. And Faith.
Yes, another one of us to erase from the books.
I didn't think about that. There's only so many possible... Wait, can fables even have children? With everything... Can fables even have children? Now I'm curious. Because... Bigby, you still look like you haven't gotten actual sleep.
Hey, Sheriff.
Oh, it's Flycatcher.
Are you gonna come see the truck off? We're leaving for the farm in a few. Thought you might want to. I don't know.
I'll be down in a minute.
Okay, great.
This fucking line.
Oh, good to see everybody, I guess.
Oh, Mr. Wolf, Flycatcher left his keys.
Thank you, I guess.
Is everything okay? You look...
I'm sorry, Sheriff. I have to take care of this. We'll talk later, okay?
That's Bluebeard.
Good morning, Miss White.
Fuck
You're
it, Bluebeard.
late.
Someone's gonna see you, Colin.
He's not making any noise as he walks. It's one quiet pig. But again, he did have a good point. You know, if someone does see him, all he has to do is oink like a pig, and people think he's an actual pig. Jeez. Still, though. Wait a minute. The truck. Was it the truck to the farm? Who's going to the farm? Oh. It's Mr. Toad and TJ.
I'm going. Jesus.
We only have like 5 minutes.
Carry me for fuck's sake. I don't give a shit.
You forgot these.
Oh, thank you. It's been pretty busy around here.
Morning, Sheriff. Nice fucking day. Shit. Just go grab that, would you?
Sorry about all this. I tried to help.
Just why the hell did she have to send me and me boy away, huh? You
Neither
promised
of you
me I'll get another chance. But Miss White said I had to go up to the damn farm anyway. I told her I had the money, but she didn't want to hear it.
You wouldn't buy the glamours. You never would, even when you did have the money.
I have something.
You know, he was up crying all night, poor kid.
Can you give this to Miss White, please? Dad says there's no time to say goodbye, so if you could bring it to her, she was nice.
Yeah, sure.
I couldn't take them all with me, and she said she liked that one the best. It's a willow beetle. That's a big one. They're cool, 'cause when they're little, they have these pouches that squirt juice at you if you touch them.
I'm sure she'll love it.
She said it was pretty.
We're about ready to head out.
What's it like at the farm? I've heard ogres live there, and they eat people in their sleep sometimes.
God, I hope not.
Do we have to go? I want to stay here.
Well, we don't have a choice anymore.
I'm sorry, TJ. But, look on the bright side, okay? There's plenty of space to run around, and a nice river nearby, so you can swim all you want.
Even in daytime?
Yeah, you don't have to worry about the Mundies seeing you. It'll be nice.
I'm curious as how the Mundies don't see him right now.
Won't be so bad.
Have you
Or this
been
whole
there
section
before?
of like town, Fable Town, to where
some
like
of the animals
there's
aren't
only
comfortable
fables.
around wolves.
So you wouldn't know, would you?
We're all set.
Bye, Mr. Wolf.
Goodbye, TJ.
Hey, Bigby. Where's your friend, Colin? Where's the fucking pig?
How should I know?
Colin actually never,
Saying
on a rare
goodbye?
occasion, he leaves the apartment, so he technically doesn't break the rules. Not to mention, he looks just like a normal pig, so...
Hi.
Hi.
You're still wearing that thing.
I was gonna say.
Yeah, I guess I am. It's not easy to forget. I know it seems like I should be able to. It's just...
It's okay. I get it.
Listen, I came here because I have to tell you something.
What is it?
It's about what happened to Faith and Lily. I'm not sure where to start. Faith, Lily, and I, we had this plan. We were gonna find a way out. Leave the pudding and pie for good. But then Faith decided to get some leverage. She stole a picture of Crane and Lily together. The minute Faith stole that photo, we had dirt on one of the Crooked Man's allies. If he found out, I had no choice. You have to understand. You've seen how they kept us quiet in that place. Can you imagine the lengths they go just to silence someone who had physical evidence?
It's okay. Just calm down.
I freaked out, okay?
I
I thought if I came clean to Georgie, he'd get the Crooked Man to leave us alone. We could just forget the whole thing. Maybe try again in a few years.
You what?
So I told him everything. And I begged for mercy for all of us. I didn't want anyone to die over a picture.
You were just trying to protect them.
Yeah. Georgie promised he'd smooth things over with the Crooked Man. But then... Oh, God.
Here.
Thank you.
I gotta say, you know, touching isn't a really big thing for Bigby.
I don't know what happened, but that night at the club, Georgie came back and told me things had changed. He had to make an example of us. We had committed treason. And while the two of us were sitting there, as he was telling me this, Faith walked in, and I had to watch while Georgie...
Wait, so Georgie told you all this? Not the Crooked Man? Back at the well, you said...
I know what I said.
But it wasn't the truth, was it?
What does it matter? I know the Crooked Man did it. So what if it wasn't the whole truth? It was true enough.
I guess it worked out in the end. I can't hold that against you.
I know he ordered their deaths. I wasn't gonna let him get away with it because of a stupid technicality. Especially after... That night, after Faith, I tried to warn Lily, but she wasn't with her scheduled appointment. So I did the only thing I could do. I left Faith's head at your doorstep.
It wasn't at her scheduled appointment.
You?
I walked her over here, and I left her, just hoping that maybe if I couldn't save them...
So, that piece of fabric I found near there, that was you?
Yeah, I cut my leg trying to get over the fence.
So you started all this?
I just pointed you in the right direction. People like us get forgotten all the time. The Crooked Man was counting on that. When we suffer, we do it in silence, and the world likes it that way. We just fade, like we never existed. I couldn't watch that happen to Faith or Lily. Nobody cares about us. Not really.
It's going to be different now, I promise. Things like that won't happen anymore. Not while I'm around.
You'll make things right. You and Snow.
I don't know.
Wait, she put
Seems
the head
like
there.
no matter what I do, it's just not enough for her. Or anyone.
Was the scheduled
I just
appointment
can't win
with...
with these people.
I know it might feel that way, but they need you, Bigby.
The scheduled
Both
appointment would
of
have been
you.
with the Woodsman.
You two make a good team. The way you look out for each other.
And Lily
And
wasn't
look out
there.
for us. You don't see that a lot these days.
I don't really know where we stand anymore. Things are just different.
That explains why the Woodsman was
Things
shaking
are
with
always
Faith.
different.
Because it was supposed to be
Look,
Lily.
Bigby.
And he might have thought
After
that
everything
Faith
you've
was
done for us, maybe they don't want to admit it, but
Lily, but
without you,
glamored differently.
none of this would have happened. You listened when no one
Or
else
maybe-
would. You knew when to show mercy,
Mm.
and you brought justice to this town. Finally. Because you brought the Crooked Man in, everyone saw who he really was. So from where I'm standing, you did the right thing. You've been given this job for a reason. And I left Faith at your doorstep because I knew if anyone stood a chance against the Crooked Man, it was you.
I hope I've at least done some good here.
You've changed this place. For better or worse, Fabletown wouldn't be the same without you.
So, the woodsman was shaking Faith, thinking it was supposed to be
You're
Lily.
not as bad as everyone says you are.
Then...
I need to tell you something. I have to tell you something.
I feel like we've met before.
You're trying to place me. You like my ribbon? Do you like it?
Faith wore one too.
Would hide her beauty so she could escape his kingdom.
They used to call me the Little Mermaid.
Dr. Swinehart ever get back to you about Faith?
He said he wanted to run more tests.
I hope you find what you're looking for.
Wait.
I'll see you around, Wolf.
All right. Hold on. Before we go through this, I need to organize my thoughts. So Nerissa left Faith's head on the steps for us to find. The whole reason why we met Faith was because the woodsman attacked her, thinking that it was Lily. But Lily didn't recognize. But if it was Lily, Lily would have recognized him, but she didn't. We know Faith went there because of the letter from Lily. So, was that the scheduled appointment that Nerissa tried warning her about, and it was actually... Okay, there's two possibilities. These are the two thoughts I have in my head. First one is Nerissa was actually Faith in the beginning, and that she disguised herself as Faith, had the evening with the woodsman, and the woodsman recognized Faith, but Nerissa didn't recognize the woodsman because she never worked with or for him before. And that's the reason why the woodsman was, messing her up or so freaked out. Or he thought it was supposed to be Lily, and Lily came glamored differently than she normally does. And then Faith died that night. She had to have died that night. And Nerissa put her head on the doorsteps, or she had died already in the past. And Nerissa, essentially kept the head to put there after, setting up kind of like, for the initial meeting for Bigby to get involved with, Faith in a sense. But I feel like there's more. There's got to be more. Because Faith wore the thing that hid her beauty. But they also have glamours that completely change the way that they look. I don't know. I'll cover all this in the synopsis. See. What did we do to Georgie? 31% of us left Georgie to die. Did you give the Crooked Man a trial? 89.6 said yes, we gave them a trial. How did they punish the Crooked Man? Me and 38.6 threw him down the witching well. Did you accept TJ's gift for Snow? What cruel person rejected that gift? What were your last words to Nerissa? Me and 54.8% said, I hope I've done some good. Special stats. You lied to him about beauty outside the apartment. You promised her you wouldn't tell Beast that you saw her outside the apartment. You fought him after the interrogation. Colin, you gave him a drink when he asked for one in your apartment. You helped him to avoid the farm. Crooked Man, he's deceased. You took him back to the witching well. You tossed him in the witching well. Faith, you gave her money after the fight with the woodsman. Georgie, you left him to die. You smashed up his place. Greenleaf, you offered her a job. Gren, you drank with Gren after Lily's funeral. Holly, you pretended to be the woodsman while she was passed out. Jack, you made a deal with him. Rissa, you gave her a cigarette during your final conversation. Snow, you brought her along with you to the trip trap. You showed her Crane's photograph of her. You promised to bring the Crooked Man back alive, which we did. Tiny Tim, you chose to wait for him. TJ, you accepted the beetle and promised to give it to Snow. Toad, you stood up for him when Snow wanted to send him to the farm. You gave him money. Woody, you chose to arrest him at the trip trap. But I think that's it. I think that's literally the end. Continue the story. Pick up a graphic novel today. The Fables. I might pick some of those up. Those actually might be pretty cool. I like comics, so... play. Yeah, that's it. Life of a good for nothing. Unfairness. Face to face. That's it. That's the end of it's the end of The Wolf Among Us, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for joining us, or joining me through this wonderful adventure, and I'll catch you guys next time. Laters.